first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Miami Dolphins. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Tagovailoa finding Gaskin underneath. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Here's Lance. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Wilkins on the stop. A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And Watson has it right side. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That's a gain of 4.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll go for it. Lance. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 now on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Gaskin again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
And Lance now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend isn't... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, it's Tua. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua.
He'll get this out wide to Gaskin.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers, so that's not always real.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now Lance.
This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. Power. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play there just before halftime.
The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack.
Lance.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And to give this time to the tailback.
60 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run the counter now on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Play action, now it's Lance.
He's going to air one out.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
To throw again on second down. Tua. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looking to pass. Tua. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that
that's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Dolphins 21.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 34 yards to gain that time, another 1st down. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he stopped immediately there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
On play action, Lance.
Rolling to his right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off of play action, here's Lance.
Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Hunter Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point tagged on by Lambo. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. He's going to try and go deep again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Dolphins 28. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bilal Nichols in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun now for Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Going up top. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
Swift's got the first down and then some.
And down to the 27-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Detroit Lions first down.
And Lance going to throw.
Out left side here to Bryant. That catch good for only a couple. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
The Lions on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
T.J. Hockenson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on.
They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
Flush to his right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
36. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Carlton Davis picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is...
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Throwing is Lance on third down.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Chris Barnes.
And now look at him go. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again, but they can't worry about...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
6 yards.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Miami, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.
YBN want a thing up.